Okay, my YouTube friends, I think we should do an Elder Predator unboxing and review. As you can see, guys, the Elder Predator box, another one. It's a really nice looking box. Doesn't have the same shimmer as the last one did, which was the Guardian one. Again, there's all the stuff on it. And this one, the top has AVP. So that must have been the main film that this guy was thinking from. Yeah, I do, if I'm not mistaken, recall that this guy, was he not in Predator 2 at the end? Was he not the guy at the very end of Predator 2 that gave Danny Glover a gun? I'm sure it was him. Well, maybe I'm wrong. But this is Alien vs Predator, Elder Predator. And it's just looking real good there in the front. Slip it up. I don't know how well you're going to make that out again because the light's probably shining on it. But again, for me itself, it's looking pretty cool. Looking like there's a good few accessories in there. So let's get them out and see what we got. So guys, this is what you're getting when you open it up. Underneath is this thing. I didn't realise it came with a cape. Well, that's pretty good. That was tucked away underneath. And this one does have an instructions book just here. And one of the first things I did check was you do have alternate hands. So you do have left and right hands on this one, which is damn good compared to the last one I just opened, the Guardian Predator, which didn't have. You can see here the details to it. You got your two open hands. Pretty good amounts of detail inside of there. Yeah, I apologise if you can hear, I think it's a windy day today, so it's blowing the perspex windows that I have in the man cave. So you may end up hearing that from time to time because it is getting quite windy out there. Where you got two open hands, both left and right. The now almost totally and utterly obligatory spare sets of pegs, which again, these ones are a lot easier to get in and out because of the fact that they do have, like the other one, the Guardian Predator, which I showed you earlier, they do have a slightly opening into them so they can actually sort of crush a little bit in and out to make it fit better. And we have these two hands. Yeah, again, it's a left and a right. Different styles for the different things, but you can see there. And again, man, it's beautiful, the details that they can go into with these things, you know, for being so small, intricate details that they can put onto them, and the paint work on them is just fabulous. You know, they really do good when it comes to stuff like that, you know. And this one seems to come with quite a bit of gear. And this one even comes with protectors on the ends of these things because the ends of these are quite sharp, even though these are basically plastic. You know, there's no metal here. These are plastic, but you can see again that sort of opens up quite a size with a bit of pulling on it. Yeah, they're sharpish, but they're plastic, so they're all going to sort of bend and move, and possibly, if you're not careful, will eventually snap. And so you do have to be careful with them. But they do have, as we'll see, what I mean, you've got to really sort of be careful. Yeah, you have these on here as well, which is pretty good. I mean, the levels of detail to them, again, yeah, they're pretty much, I won't say second to none at all, because there is a few other companies nowadays that are getting pretty damn good at doing paint work. But I do believe, you know, that with a lot of them you can sort of tell if it's Hot Toys or whether it's a second company. Especially, you can see, I mean, to me, you can always tell the difference between a sideshow piece and a Hot Toys piece. Just the level of details, just a bit more outstanding in Hot Toys. I mean, look at this thing for, I mean, this, yeah, surprisingly, that is metal, you know, which is a really nice touch. And I love the level of detail in this back bit on its handle, you know, but it is beautiful, and it is metal. You know, it's cast plastic on this bit, but that doesn't matter. You know, that'll fit into there nicely. It looks a nice piece, pretty good that. This, I'm taking it, must go around his neck. That's his little thing, which is unusual for them not to have them on already, but hey, I don't mind if I've got to put it on, you know. Again, the sort of the levels to the details on these things are beautiful for being so bloody small. You know, they're incredible, you know, especially these little tinier ones here. It's just amazing. Amazing the amount of detail that can get into them, and the paint work on them, and that is just fabulous. And of course we have this guy's helmet, which will fit outside of the packer bag. And this one even comes with a bloody thing underneath of it, so that is damn good. I like that one. That one's a really nice one. I don't know how that one works on his face, if it actually fits on him or not. We'll find out in the instructions, I'm guessing. But you can see there the markings that they all do, the sort of tribal style markings they do when they've actually went through their first trial and proved themselves. Well, that is damn gorgeous, that, guys. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. And of course, actually underneath here, we have these pieces. And again, these are metal cast, and that is sharp as hell. So you're gonna have to be careful, guys. You know, if you've got young ones that run, because that is sharp. But you get the two shorter ones, as you can see, and the two longer ones. Again, metal. You know, here it is solid metal, and it is beautiful. That one doesn't feel quite as sharp, but it would still puncture if you pushed enough force through it. But again, it's just, my god, it's just beautiful. And it's great when you get die cast pieces, you know, it just makes up for it. They feel like they're die cast on the one that's actually in his hands. But we're going to get the character out now and see just what he looks like, guys, when he's out of the box. But so far, I'm well impressed with this guy, especially compared to the Guardian one, which sort of didn't really come with a lot. This guy's come with quite a bit. I am well impressed so far. And guys, here's the character himself. And again, really impressive guy. And what's even more impressive to me is that a lot of this stuff is actually die cast. You know, that's even die cast on his hand, which that flips open. It's slightly more tighter than the other one, so it still can move, but it's tighter than the other one, so it's not going to be flopping around as much. You can see there's a lot more tightness to them. But again, the die cast here, which obviously these can be taken out and swapped over with the other ones you had. This is all just plastic here, but this is die cast on his legs. You know, these parts on his legs here are die cast as well. So I mean, that is pretty damn good. He stands up obviously on his own dead easily. You know, and it's just a majorly beautiful piece. I'm well impressed with what they've done with that. You know, it's more than what I was expecting, to be perfectly honest. I wasn't expecting all that parts to be die cast on it. That is well impressive, you know, for the price that I've paid for this guy. Again, I think I paid just over 200 for him, which I think is pretty damn good, considering you have to excuse the fact that this is getting a bit of wobble on the camera, because I've got my little puppy in here again, and he's getting a little bit boisterous now. He's wanting to play, so I'm going to try and get this one done quite quickly so I can get him a chance to have a bit of play and wear him out again. But there you go, guys, that's what this guy is looking like right now. I think that is pretty damned impressive. pretty damn impressive. We'll give you a closer look at him. See the head sculpt on him. He is a beauty. And these things are like a nice thick rubber. Beautiful looking head sculpt. Yeah, seems to have a lot more detail to it. The only thing it doesn't seem to have is it doesn't seem to have interchangeable mandibles on this one, so you're sort of stuck with those ones by the looks of it. I don't think they come out, but I will have a proper look at that in a moment. Yeah, but I do know that I can't see any other mandibles on it. But again, to get the arms that are die cast, the shoulder pads in chest piece die cast. Yeah, it's just a beautiful piece. The knee bits and leg bits are die cast. It's just well impressive, guys, well impressive. And like you see, to come with sets of hands for both sides of it, that's pretty damn good as well. Yeah, it's what you should come with. That's what the Guardian one should come with. There's at least a chance to interchange the hands on the opposite side as well. Yeah, this guy is well impressive, well impressive. Certainly the best, I think, that I've picked up so far of all the Predators. I'm well happy with this one, guys, well happy with it. Here, guys, there's a few little things that I've picked up while I've been trying to sort of put this guy into some form of a pose. Yeah, this thingy there, that's easy enough to put in, no problems there, no issues with that. The cape that he has on, that's pretty much easy enough to do as well. It's just literally pop the head off, put the cape thing over the top, pop the head back on. The same with this thing here. It's literally just a case of when the head's off, you pop it underneath his arm. When the head is off, you just pop it underneath his arm, pop it over where the head peg is, and there you go. Easy enough done. Head getting back on is fairly easy as well. When it comes to his hands, that's a bit more difficult. And when it comes to putting these things, pulling these things in and out, again, a bit more difficult. What I found the easiest way to do for me for doing these bits was literally pull the hand out, pull this thing off his arm completely, grab the pieces and try and put them. Well, the short ones that are in there are pretty hard to get out, and I don't know how, I can't turn my thumb around enough to see it, but I actually bloody thingied my thumb when I was trying to get them out, you know, because they are fairly sharp with them being metal. It's sort of thingy that they dug right into my thumb and took a bit of skin off my thumb. But I did get them out, and I did get these new ones in. Putting them in is easy enough, especially with these longer ones, and I think getting them out, the longer ones, will be easy enough doing. Putting the hands back on, that was a nightmare. Even putting new hands back on is a nightmare. I ended up having to put them next to my space heater to warm them up to be able to get them on. And with the joints to bend the arms and what have you, again, an absolute nightmare. I mean, I've got a lot of power behind us. I'm a big guy. Yeah, I've been lifting for freaking 30 years, and I was scared to think it. And even after heating them up, I pretty much had to put a lot of force through it to get it to move, and I was pretty friggin' frightened that I was going to break it, you know, snap it. But once they got moving, they are moving. The only thing I would be a bit concerned about is possibly the material, which hopefully, because it's like a fishnet style look to it, it'll just maneuver itself back into position easy enough when you want to move it. You know, you have got slight tilt, or should I say slight side to side motion on the waist. The knees are the same, you know, they have got pretty much movement there. The legs have got movement there, which is like a ratchet style to it. But again, the joints and that, I don't like moving them too much because it literally feels quite tight. And the ankles have become fairly sort of weakish now compared to what they should have been. You know, it's like, you see how easy that was to maneuver it. I mean, I'm not even touching it there, and it's starting to sort of move. So that they have become sort of fairly weak, fairly quick. But it's still stand up on its own, which is the main thing for me. The head sculpt, it tells you in the instructions, the head sculpt will not go on the figure, so don't try to. The mandibles do not come out, they're not removable, so don't try. You know, this is all the stuff that's in the instructions there. You know, but the rest of it, pretty much thinking. Now, the only one thing I've got, which is really disappointed us, was you can see there, I put that hand on so I could put what I would class as his spear into it. Could I hell get that spear to go into there? In fact, even trying to do so, we'll show you. You see, I snapped the damn thing off one end and I snapped the thingy bit off the other end just by literally, I was trying to really force his hand open so I could get the spear into it. I just couldn't do it. You know, I may end up having to heat it up a lot more to try and get it in, but now I've got somebody fixing to try and see if I can get it in, which is really disappointing. It really sort of makes me a little bit upset at the fact that that's happened to me trying to get the damn thing in, but I did want his spear in his hand, you know. I think it would look pretty damn cool. And it does show you the picture of him with his spear in his hand, which I think may actually be on this bloody box. There you can look, see, his spear in his hand on the box. So they can date, and it's supposedly be able to be done, you know, because they have it. So, and that's what I was trying to do, but I had a nightmare trying to get it in there, guys, you know. So honestly, with these figures, be careful, because you spent a lot of money on them. I think most people, if they can give us any advice on how I can do these things, make them better. See, at first I was a bit concerned with his eyes, thinking maybe his eyes were slightly cockeyed, but then when I got closer look on him, no, they're not. They're perfectly fine. And I think he's just an absolute beastly looking fella. He really is an absolute beastly looking fella. I absolutely love him, and I can't wait to put him on display with me Shadow Predator and me Guardian Predator for now, until I get me classic ones, if I can get them. So there we go, guys. Again, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this one, please give it a like, comment down below. Like I say, if you've had any issues with them yourself, or maybe if you can tell me how I go about doing things better than what I'm doing them, then by all means let us know in the comments. You know, let's not have any nasty comments, but you know, if there's got any constructive criticism or any helpful tips on how I get stuff like that into his hands without really breaking stuff, then please do share with me and let me know, because I'm pretty much still quite new to this. Even though I do have quite a few figures, I'm still pretty much new to the collecting and new to the having to work with them, especially as I'm quite wary of trying to push too much pressure through them, because of the bloody fact I'm a big guy and I'm frightened I'm going to bloody break the damn things, especially of how much I've spent on them. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. This is the Bearded Nerdy Oaf, and for now, I'm out of here, guys.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,
Okay.